Alrighty, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is an educational channel, and we look into great theories, concepts, and discoveries that you might not be familiar with, but if you did, they would help to fix your life, to improve your mental, spiritual, and physical health. And but unfortunately, the powers that be are trying to prevent you from this, and that's where we come in. So this is a segment that we have called the Q-tip of the spear. And in this segment, we take a look at some of the cutting edge, those who cover the cutting edge of the info war, and just chop some of that up. And yeah, I don't always listen to Bongino, but I did today, and you know, I can agree with him most of the time, you know, and I agree with what he's saying about values, um, right and wrong in general, not exactly, but I believe it's important to, focus on being good and doing right and having values that are, you know, outside the self and believing in a higher power that you have some type of allegiance toward. But then, and that if God is anything, God is truth. If any type of value that you can ascribe to God, the first one would have to be truth. God is truth. And then in the next sentence, he starts talking to you about my Lord. I love my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And um, to me, that's just like a complete disconnect. Um, I think most Christians feel that they're on much firmer ground than they really are. Even if you want to believe in Jesus, how are you invoking the truth into it? What's the evidence? Because as far as I can see, there isn't any. The evidence is circular. The only evidence for the existence of Jesus is from the book or the scriptures that purport to be about Jesus. There isn't any corroborating evidence of any type, any archaeological, historical, you know, um, it's just, you know, um, taking the word of 2,000-year-old manuscripts that are um, translated over and over and over and over and over again, um, and that are, you know, irreconcilable. Many of these manuscripts contradict each other. Um, but moreover, there is, I think, very, very strong evidence that the New Testament, all of the books, are discredited because it can be demonstrated that they were written by the Romans, by the Caesars. And the evidence is of every type of evidence that there is, uh, forensically, you know, circumstantial evidence, there's motive, there's method, there's um, opportunity, and then there's the textual evidence coming from the work of the Jewish Roman historian Josephus, who provides a model for the Gospels um, with his book, War of the Jews. Um, when you read War of the Jews together with the New Testament, you see it brings to bear so many of the patterns, the satire, the um, mockeries, the hoaxes, the ridicules, the jokes, um, at the Jewish people's expense that the Romans were using in their psychological operation that is known as the New Testament. If you are a truther and you really believe in truth, then you would look into this. You can't tell me that none of you have ever heard about this before. It's just that you haven't looked into it. It's what Randall Helms calls pious inattention. You don't look into something because it might jeopardize your faith. So you just pretend that it doesn't exist or that it's absurd or that it's beneath you to look into it. Um, but I'm here, and if you've got any evidence, I would love to hear it because like I've said, I don't want to not be a Christian. I'm just going where the truth leads me. My life would be a lot easier if I were a Christian, but I can't be because it doesn't align with the facts that I have at hand right now. And I go to the facts that I have and the evidence and the truth, what I consider to be the truth. If you want to provide me with better evidence, then maybe I could change my mind. But I would just have to say that I feel like I have very, very strong evidence that the Romans are the true authors. Because as soon as you say it, as soon as you say the Roman Caesars are the true authors of the New Testament, immediately, a person who is schooled in digging, being an anon, being a truther, would naturally say, of course the Romans wrote the New Testament. Obviously, everything is a psyop. The Romans were masters of psyops. The Romans were masters of creating religions. The Romans had full control in their empire of publishing, distribution, and censorship. Nobody was writing anything in the Roman Empire unless the Romans approved of it and sanctioned it. I see Christianity really as kind of like the Romans' version of the Manhattan Project. They had an entire team, an army of scholars working on this for decades, to put all of them together. Not only the Gospels, the epistles, the Revelation, but also the apocryphal works, the Gnostic stuff, the Church Fathers stuff, um, all of the accoutrements of Christianity was put together by an army of Roman intellectuals that worked for the Flavian um, emperors, but probably started before, um, in their whatever committee to create a new universal religion. And they put the book of Mark together to start with, based on astrological. It's an astrological book. It starts out with Aries, and then the first three or so chapters. Then it goes to Taurus, and then it goes to Gemini, then it goes to Cancer. There's a section in Mark for each zodiacal sign. And so that's the order that Mark goes in. But Luke goes in a different order. Luke follows the order of General Titus, the Roman general who was fighting in the war between the Romans and the Jews, that is documented by the historian Josephus. And according to Josephus, Titus, who eventually becomes one of the Flavian emperors, Titus goes to Judea to put down the Jewish revolt to replace his father, Vespasian, who had just become emperor. And Titus goes to Judea and goes to various places, fights various battles, deals with various other adventures and issues. And if you read the New Testament, Jesus does the exact same thing that Titus does. So somebody tell me why that is. Get yourself a copy of Josephus, read it over with your book of Luke right next to you, because Luke is what puts it in order. Just like the book of Mark is in order zodiacally, the book of Luke is in order in terms of this Josephus and the military campaign of Titus. So somebody explain it to me. I'd be glad to convert if I had the evidence, but I don't. And I do believe that God is truth, and that truth is the highest value. And so I can't believe in Jesus because there isn't any evidence. That is not what a truther would do. Or prove me wrong. Somebody. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share this out, please. Send it to one of your million of or so Christian truthers that you are in a network with, and tell them to send me an answer. And otherwise, thanks for tuning in today, and have a great day. We'll see you next time on the Q-Tip of the Spear.